This is a follow-up video of my scaphoid surgery. This is 9 weeks after my surgery. I've done a video which was 4 days post-op, and this is 9 weeks after my surgery. I had the surgery done on the 12th of December. It's now the 14th of February, so it's a little after 9 weeks. So I'll upload another video a couple of months after, so just giving you all a little insight. If you're watching this video, you're probably looking for scaphoid videos like myself. I was just looking for a bit of insight and what it's going to be like after, what you're going to go through, range of motion. I've been through everything looking at it, and it's a 17-year-old break. Like I said in my first video, it got to the point where I'm a bricklayer, and I was just holding my level and holding anything. I couldn't even hold a kettle. It was giving way on me, and I was in pain for a good 3 days with tablets, wasn't touching it. People say put a splint on it and wrap it up. It still doesn't work. So the only way, the only way is just like a PRC or the four-corner fusion. So I was in a cast for 2 weeks, and I went back after 2 weeks to have the stitches out. He said he was all happy with it. Then he put me in another cast for 4 weeks. So altogether I was in a cast for 6 weeks. He said he wanted to get the wrist moving, so he told me 6 to 8 weeks. So after the 6 weeks post-op, he x-rayed it and said he was very happy with it. It all fused together. Obviously there's a lot of, I was in an agony the first couple of weeks getting that first cast off. He had to, I've done a video, he had to crunch my fingers over here. It was just all scar tissue, and I'm pretty happy with it now after 9 weeks. I've got quite good solid fist. So, when you're in a cast up to here and you're moving your fingers, very important to keep moving your fingers. And then obviously once the cast comes off, then you're working on your wrist. Really, really weird feeling when the cast comes off. You feel like you've lost that initial support. You want it on when it comes off. And I weaned off it because it was like your comfort. So I eventually got that completely gone away from me now, and it's here's my scar. So it's not massive. It probably a bit of vitamin D on it. It'll probably help, but I've got a lot of pain there now because I had physio yesterday. I've had 2 physio sessions, so my range of motion, which wasn't great anyway. So this is my good hand. So my range of motion on this hand was that, probably about 5%, which I had extension anyway before the surgery. Flexion was probably there, and extension was probably there. But at the minute, this is my arm at the minute, and it just seems like I'm in an arm wrestle position. It's bent over a little bit, so she's not really. The physio said to me, I've got another exercise to do, which I'm pushing on my wrist here. Obviously I had pitting edema as well, which is a lot of gel underneath the scar, so I have to massage that out all the time. And now I have to put pressure here, and I have to do this exercise to try and put it flat and lift my arm up, and there's a lot of pain still. She's told me another 6 to 8 weeks till I'm back to work, which will make it about 3.5 months, which is about right. They said about 4 months off. Everybody's different, but that's when I'm looking to go back. There's no point rushing back trying to get back 3 weeks before they say, and it goes all that work they've put in, and I've had the time off anyway. I want a solid wrist, so I might as well hold out for that solid wrist. Yeah, what else can I really explain about it? It's very, because I had a limited range of motion on extension anyway, I'm adapting into it quite well. Obviously, before, if I wanted to do a press up, this is, you know, this is the good wrist, and you're going to either do that or that. There's no, it's that or that. So I'm trying to get a bit more, but this is it now. See, there's a lot of lump in there still. There's a lot of pain when I put pressure on it like that and try and lift it up flat. But I'm massaging it all the time. You'll be given loads of exercises to do after it as well. So trying to do this one, it just, when I do this one here, it just loads of, like it's pulling a lot. But it's amazing how much the body heals. Yeah, so like I said, this is 9 weeks after, which they're quite happy with. I've got another physio session in 2 weeks. No, in 3 weeks' time. I have to see the surgeon again in 3 weeks' time as well. It's amazing what they've done. They took inside here. They took a little bit of a tendon from inside here that you don't use. There's a tendon inside here, so they snipped here, pulled the tendon out, and they put it inside the scaphoid where the hole was, inside here, and screwed. I've got 3 screws in my wrist now, so the scaphoid's gone. And it's amazing how, obviously I have pain recovering from my wrist, but it's nice just to not have that dull, sharp, like that horrible pain inside there. Risking lifting. I mean, I can pick a kettle up now of water. I can pick a kettle up now, and there's no pain. I can, you know, just around here a little bit, but that's just where I'm recovering still. So I'm going to slowly try and get back to work. I'm not going to rush into anything. Yeah, and just keep up with the physio. If anyone's got any comments, and just stick it on there and I'll try and reply back. It's nice to look at, it's nice to relate with people with this, because obviously I don't think it's a lot of things that people go through, but it's a very big mistake for people to pick up on, because you just think it's a sprain. I mean, I've done it playing football in goal. I was only 18, and you know, when you've got all your mates with you and you're in goal and you save the ball, that initial snap back, and you think, oh my God, what have I done? But you're not going to go to the hospital when you're 18. You just think, I've sprained my wrist. I can't see a bone broken. That's it. I'll leave it. I'll sleep on it. So I watched another video of some other guy, and he said, yeah, you get like a 13 to 16 year window of arthritis settling in. So he's bang on right, because 2 years ago I was meant to have this done. That would have been 15 years. So now I'm looking at, this is 17 years. I'm so glad I've done it. I've done it in the winter as well, which is my bad months. So the surgeon's worked around me. He's been brilliant, the surgeon, absolutely brilliant. He's even given me his number to sort of, like, you know, just anything that I need or help with advice, just to sort of ask him about anything. 2 weeks after the, 2 days after the surgery, it was absolutely, the pain was immense. I don't think they give me really strong painkillers. I had to go back up to the hospital to get the cast cut off the next day, because it was so tightly, I had so much inflammation, and my fingers were absolutely black. I couldn't even see my knuckles. They were just full of water. Couldn't even see them. It was just, and now it's amazing how it's gone down. Just keep the massaging up, put some lotion on, keep the massaging up. Just you can feel how tight it is there now. It's that was all swollen up. So every body is different the way they recover. But if I was in an office, I'd be back to work right now. But the fact you know, I need my hand, I need my wrist to cut everything, cut blocks, and to do a strong job like that, you're gonna need your wrist. But other than the recovery side, it's just, I'm really happy, and so are they at the minute. And yeah, I hope this helps people out that are looking for four-corner fusion advice. I didn't really recommend the proximal row carpectomy, because even though you're with a PRC, they take out the whole bottom row of your bones, scaphoid and the other 2 bottom row, and you don't get a solid grip, but you get good range of motion. but because I need a solid grip, they've gone for the four corner fusion. So the range of motion, it comes at a cost, but because I left it so long anyway, the arthritis started coming into the scaphoid joint, and all the way. If I left it any longer, it would have come all the way in the middle. And because I didn't have a lot of range of motion anyway, they've upped for the four corner fusion, and now I've got 3 screws. So yeah, really happy with it. The surgeon. I just want to try and get back to, as long as I've sort of got, I want to try and get back to that, because I'm not expecting that at all. But as long as I get, before the surgery, I had this. That's all I had. And at the minute, it's just arced over a little bit, as you can see. So as long as I try and, there's literally nothing there. But the exercises they've given me yesterday is just put pressure there, and just try and put it flat on the table and try and lift your arm. And there's a lot of pain. If I can hold it there with pain and try and get rid of it, and try and get rid of that scar tissue, and just keep massaging it, I'm adapting very well. And as of you would, if you go for the four corner fusion, I don't think you regret it. If you're in a lot of pain with it, get the surgery done. I know it's a long way. Me and my wife, we've been discussing this for about 4 years, what to do with it, because it's a gutting thing to go through. Like, all of a sudden, it's a creeper. You're well. You can handle it. You're working with it, and all of a sudden you're out of work, and you're in surgery, and now you're recovering from it. It's a gutting thing, and then you're left with this. But yeah, it's like I said. Just hope this helps you out, and put some comments in, and I'll get back to you.